Hello everyone. So in this video, we are going to learn how to add multiple WooCommerce orders to Asana as tasks. So whenever you're getting multiple orders on your WooCommerce website, then you want to assign those orders to different team members in your Asana workspace. So what you're going to do is, as soon as an order arrives, then a task will be created for that order where multiple products are there. So for this complete process, we are going to create an automation with the help of Pabbly Connect, where our trigger will be the new order arriving in WooCommerce and our action will be to create task in Asana. Let us learn how to do that. So let us learn that how you can create task in Asana to assign to some team member for the multiple product order that you have received in your WooCommerce. Like this is my WooCommerce and any customer is adding a great deal of order like for different multiple customers, and that will create a hustle and bustle of all the list of all the products. So we will sort them out, segregate the products and create a task in this specific project in Asana. Let us quickly sign in into our account so that we will reach this place where I can see all the applications provided to you by Pabbly, and we are going to use Pabbly Connect to create this automation. Click on Access Now. That will take me to the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. Reaching here, you will be able to see a big blue button on your right side where it is written Create Workflow. Click on the button and give a suitable name to your workflow. I'm going to name it as Add Multiple WooCommerce Product Orders to Asana as Task. Click on Create and then a blank workflow will be created for you like you can see on your screen. You will be able to see Trigger and Action, the two major modules of Pabbly Connect on which the complete automation runs. Now before that, I would like to remind you to open your WooCommerce and Asana, which are the two applications which are supposed to be integrated. The reason behind this is that it will be easy for you to connect these applications to Pabbly Connect straight away, and also there might be some changes required for this workflow to run so that you can make those changes in these two applications. Now let us understand the trigger and action over here. So the trigger says when this happens, which means that when this situation will take place, when this condition will be enabled, then the action application will perform this, will do this. Like here, our trigger is WooCommerce. Why? Because that multiple product order will be created here in the trigger application. And when that happens, then the action application, which is Asana, here a task will be created in the specific project that we have already opened right here. So let us begin with the trigger event now. Trigger event is new order created. Yes, because order might be one, but in that one order, there are multiple products. All right. Now, how do we get the details of the WooCommerce order here in our Pabbly Connect workflow? With the help of this webhook URL. This webhook URL is a link or a bridge between both these applications. We are going to copy it from here, and with the help of these instructions given right here below it, we will be pasting it here in our WooCommerce, and that will connect both of these applications so that when this event takes place. Right, so this webhook URL is specifically created for this trigger event, and when this event takes place, then all the data related to that event will be brought over here as a webhook response. Why is it called a webhook response? Because it is brought over here with the help of this webhook. So now let us learn how to use this webhook URL, copy it from here and follow these instructions. So we go to our WooCommerce, find your settings. In your settings, you will find a tab called Advanced over here. Click on Advanced and then scroll down, and here in Page Setup, you will find webhooks. Since you're connecting webhook URL, click on this webhook and you will get the list of all the webhooks you have already created. Right, so we are going to add a new webhook for that. Click on Add Webhook. And here you will get a form where you have to fill in the details. Now what will be the name? Here I'm going to write Asana Task for Orders. Okay, so this is the name of my webhook. The status I will keep to active. The topic is order created. So choose your topic from here, which is this order created. And in this empty field called delivery URL, you will paste that URL that you have copied from your workflow. Everything is done. Click on Save Webhook and your integration is complete. Right. Once it is saved, see, it is saved. All right. When you go back to webhooks list, you will find your webhook at the top. Yeah, Asana Task for Orders, it is active, and this is the topic and this is the delivery URL. Now, since it has brought a response over here, this is a proof that our integration is perfect. Now, what we have to do is bring another response, which is the main response of this workflow, which is the order created. All right, so click on Recapture Webhook Response. Click on yes and see it will start waiting again. Now this time it is waiting for this event to take place. Now let us create an order. I have already filled my cart. I will just place an order over here. I'll go to products, all products, and go straight away to my cart. Now this is my cart. As you can see, I have my products, headphones, guitar and watch over here. These are the prices and this is the quantity. I want one headphone, one guitar and two watches, and this is the total subtotal price, and I will have the total price over here. Alright, so we have done this. Now let us proceed to checkout. My address is already filled over here because I'm a regular customer. Now see, my details are already filled. If you want to make any changes, you can do that, and I will place the order. But before placing an order, I wanted to say that when you bring the response right here, all right, so you will get all the separated orders. Then you have to map everything one by one. It will be a very lengthy task. So what we will do is click deactivate the simple response right here. So it will give you an array format response. You will see when the work is done. Click on place order and you have reached the checkout page over here. Now this is done. Let us go back to our dashboard. We have placed the order and we will receive the response here in no time. And here we have the response. As you can see that here in our response, if you scroll, you will find all the details. First, we are having the address, the name of the person or the customer, we can say, who created the order, the contact number of the person, and we will have all the details of the order as well. Here you can see in the column called line items, you will find the complete detail of your order. See, now this column is actually, this field is a very important field. You will get in the array format. See here headphones, the quantity is given over here, the price is given over here, a product ID is also here. So this complete part is for headphones. Then the rest complete is for another product. Similarly, you have other products as well. 2 watches, 1 guitar and 1 headphones. So now what we want is, because we deactivated this simple response from here, we received this collective response. All right. So this response is actually better than the separate response of one field of the name, one field of the price, then one field of the quantity. We have everything over here. We just need to clear this out in an organized way. For that, we are going to use a feature by Pabbly. Let us close this module and click on this plus button to add one more action step in between these to trigger an action, which is called data transformer. So like we have the data in our trigger application response in an array format. So we are going to itemize this line over here. So the action we will use over here is line itemizer. It converts the line items, that is the JSON, to comma separated text or values. So it will basically categorize, it will make groups of same category of value. Connection is not difficult because it is a feature by Pabbly only. Then you have to map that field over here in your line items array. So click on this empty field and map that line items over here. You can simply write it in the search and map data, and this is the line items. So we have mapped the array data over here. Now click on save and send test request and see the response that will clearly tell you what was I talking about. See, all the IDs grouped with commas, right? Headphones, guitar, watch, the names together, the product ID together, the quantity together. All right, the prices are also here together. See, this is how you can see the prices together and the total as well over here. All right, so we have the data of our order, a WooCommerce order, and all the products in this format. Now what you want to do is, either you can straight away take this data and create task in Asana. But I would like to add one more step over here that will categorize or segregate these values like headphones, its product ID, its own ID, its quantity and the price together, like one product, all the data together. Similarly for guitar and for watch as well. So that step is an optional step. If you want, you can take the data right here and make it easy for you to understand that the first, second, third is how the respective values are working. So we are going to add that step over here. Again, click on this plus button and add, which is called code by Pabbly. So I will type over here code. Choose this application. This is again a feature by Pabbly only, and we will choose the action as run JavaScript because this was a JavaScript JSON one that I just told. Click on connect and you have to enter a code over here where you will map that quantity, price, name and total price of that product. So let me just paste that code over here. So this is my code as you can see, and these are the abbreviations for quantity, lines, unit price and prices that we have to map over here. So the double quotes are given to us so that we can map the values from our WooCommerce or the line itemizer that we just used and put it between these double quotes. So as I click over here, I will map the values. So let us take from the itemizer. The first one is the quantity. So I will map the quantity over here. Then in lines, we will map the names. Take it from the line itemizer and map the names, which is the name of the product. Then unit prices. So again, take the price, scroll down and find the price. This is the price. And based on the quantity, we have the total price, right? Unit price is price per product, but price total one is the according to the quantity. So again, we will do the total one over here. And this is the total. Alright, so we have done everything over here. All the 4 quantities are mapped. Now we will simply click on save and send test request and you will see the response. See what is the output result over here. When you drag this box, you will see that headphones with the quantity, with the unit price and total price. So the categorization is even more clear. So I would suggest use this step. If you have any problem copying this code, this code will be provided in the description of the video as well, and the link to this specific workflow will also be provided in the description. So if you find any issue, you can straight away copy this step, or you can also copy the complete workflow and change the values according to your own requirement. Now since we have received this output over here, let us simply create a task in Asana. Open your Asana now. The action event will be to create a task for a project. Choose this and click on connect. So now we are connecting Asana and Pabbly Connect for the reason that we will take all the data that we till now have created in Pabbly Connect and transfer to Asana so that a new task is created. Add new connection, connect with Asana, and the connection is successful on its own. Now we have to choose a workspace over here and a project ID as well. When you choose a workspace, the project ID or the name of the project will be selected from this drop-down menu. So what is the name of our workspace? It is pabblytudes.com and this is the one it is already selected. The project name is demo user 0. So we will select this one from here. Because we do not have an ID, we cannot map it from anywhere. We are using Asana for the first time in this workflow. The task name. So we will create a task name, let's say with the help of or with the name of the customer. So I will take it from the search and map data from here, and the name of our customer was test user. So I will take it from here, test space this. Task name is by the name of the customer. Notes. So you can map this complete data over here in notes. So it is important in Asana to map any of this value, either due at or due on. So if you have it in this format or this format, you have to change the format with the help of datetime formatter. So let us go back and add one more step between code and Asana. Click on this plus button and choose over here a feature by Pabbly called datetime formatter. Alright, the action event is format date only. We only want the date format. Click on connect. Connection is done. First, you have to map that value that you want to change. So we can take from the WooCommerce new order created, type date in the search and map data. It will straight away take you to all the dates you have in your responses. And date created is the date and time of the order when it's created. So we will take date created over here. Alright. And you want to change it to which format? Scroll down and compare it with the format you want to change it. So you want to change it to this YYMMDD format. You can copy this format from here. First map the existing format, which is this. And then to format is this one. See. Okay. So we will map this one. Click on save and send test request. And here we have the date changed. See. Alright, so we have a simpler format. So now what we will do is close this module and just refresh this by connecting again, because you have suddenly added a new step in between. Just select the existing connection and save. This is how you refresh steps in Pabbly Connect workflow. And see, it is done. The project ID is still the same. Task and notes are still mapped. So we will simply map the due on with the datetime formatter, which is this one. Now, assignee, if you want to assign it to a specific person, then you can map that name over here and click on save and send test request. And see, your task is created. You have data ID over here, which is a proof that yes, something is created. Scroll down and look for any errors. If there is any error, you can correct it then and there. If not, then be happy because your task is created. Let us close this module and go to Asana to check have we created a task or not. And here we have test user is the name of the customer. Open it and see, you will have all the data of here which you mapped. Right, the due date is also given over here, the assignee is also here, which means that with the help of this workflow, whenever you have a bulk order of multiple products in WooCommerce, then you can straight away assign it to any specific person in your Asana with the help of this workflow. So this was the video. I hope this helped. Not just these applications, but you can integrate many other applications using Pabbly Connect. If you have any issue regarding Pabbly, you can email us at support@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any doubts regarding our pricing, then you can connect us through this given website. If you found this video helpful in any way, then make sure to share this with your friends and colleagues to make their life easier by creating automations. We will meet in the next video. Till then, do not forget to like our video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.